Good morning, boys and girls. Today we're going to start writing equations in slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. Find the slope, find the y-intercept, and write the equation. When we have a line, we can pick 2 points. There's a point, there's a point. So m is equal to, if I start here, I go up 2 and then right 2. So 2 over 2, 2 up, 2 to the right. Slope is 1. B is this point here where the line crosses the y-axis, so B is equal to 2, and our line is y equals x plus 2. Same thing for the next line. I find 2 points. Here's a point, and here's another point way up here. B is -1. The slope is, let's see, start here and go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 up, that's the top number. And if I go start here, I go 1, 2, 3, 4. The bottom number is right. 4. So the slope is 5 over 4, and my equation is y equals 5 over 4x minus 1. All right, same thing for the next one. I find a point there and another point there. Figure out the slope, go up 1 and right 3. Slope is 1 over 3. That point right there is the y-intercept, so b is equal to 1, 2, 3, 3 below the origin, or -3. And I write the equation, y is equal to 1/3 x minus 3. Pretty simple when you have a line to look at, isn't it? All right. Let's see, one more. I've got B is that point there just above the origin, one step above, so B is 1. And I need another point. I think that there's one down here. Let's see, I go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So slope is -5 down. And if I start here, I go 1, 2, 3 across. -5 over 3 is the slope. And the equation is y equals -5 over 3x plus 1. All right. What if we have a slope and 1 point? Now I've got to figure out what b is mathematically. I write y equals mx plus b, so I can follow that form. And our coordinate points are always written x comma y. So I'm going to plug in the information I have and solve for b. Y is -20, m is -6, x is -9, and b is the one I don't know. So I'm going to solve for b. -6 times -9 is 54, plus b, subtract 54 from both sides, and I get b is equal to -20 minus 54 is -74. Now I can write the equation because I've got the slope here and I figured out what b is. So y is equal to -6x minus 74. All right, got another one like this. Start by writing y equals mx plus b. This time y is -5, m is 1 over 8, x is 10, and b is the one I don't know. 1/8 times 10 is 10 over 8. I bring down the -5 and the plus b. I need to isolate b, so I'm going to subtract 10 over 8 from both sides. And let's see, -5, I need to make that a fraction with 8 in the denominator, so I get -40 over 8, multiplying top and bottom by 8. So b is equal to, let's see, -40 minus 10 is -50 over 8. I think I can reduce that. Divide 50 and 8 by 2, and I get -25 over 4. b is -25 over 4. So the equation is y equals 1 over 8 x minus 25 over 4. How about that? Okay. This time the slope is 0. Our point is -6, 8. I start by writing y equals mx plus b. y is 8, slope is 0, x is -6. 0 times -6 is just 0, so I'm just going to write b is equal to 8. Oh, how about that? Done. Y is equal to 0x plus 8, or even better, y is equal to 8. That means it is a horizontal line, or an HOY line, when I only have y. All right, here's another one. I start by writing y equals mx plus b. This time y is -1. M is -1 over 4, x is 20, b is the one I don't know. -1/4 times 20. 20 divided by 4 is 5, so -1/4 of 20 is -5, plus b equals -1. Add 5 to both sides, and I get b is equal to 4. Now I can write my equation. Y is equal to -1/4 x plus 4. All right. What if we have 2 points, but we don't know the slope or the y-intercept? Well, we can figure them out. Again, I'm going to start by writing y equals mx plus b. And this time we're going to have to use the slope formula. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. x1, y1, x2, y2. So, -20 minus -17 over 17 minus 16. Minus negative becomes plus positive. -20 plus 17 is -3. 17 minus 16 is 1, so the slope is -3 over 1. Now I have to figure out what b is. So I can pick a point, either point. I'll pick the first point. -17 is equal to -3 times 16 plus b. -17 equals 3 times 16 is 48. So I get -48 plus b. Add 48 to both sides. And b is equal to 48, take away 17, is 31. So the equation is y equals -3x plus 31. How about that? All right, let's try another one. Y equals mx plus b, x1, y1, x2, y2. I start with the slope formula. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So I have -7 minus -9 over -7 minus -14. Minus negative becomes plus positive. I got that on top and bottom of the fraction. -7 plus 9 is 2. -7 plus 14 is 7. Slope is 2 over 7. So now I need to figure out what b is. So I'm going to use second point this time. -7 equals 2 over 7 times -7 plus b. 2 over 7 times -7 is -2. -7 equals -2 plus b. Add 2 to both sides. And I get b is equal to 5. So now I can write the equation. Slope is 2 over 7, b is 5. So y is equal to 2 over 7x plus 5. All right, 2 more. Here we got 2 points again. I start by finding the slope. 14 minus -6 over 7 minus 3. Minus negative becomes plus positive. 14 plus 6 is 20. 7 minus 3 is 4. So the slope is 5. M equals 5. Now I need to find the y-intercept. I need to find b. Y equals mx plus b. I pick a point, doesn't matter which point. I'll use the second point this time. 14 equals 5 times 7 plus b. I put 14 in for y and 7 in for x. 5 in for m. 5 times 7 is 35. Playing down the plus b. Subtract 35 from both sides, and I get b is equal to 14 minus 35 is negative 21. So the equation is y equals 5x minus 21. All right, I hope this is starting to make sense. Once again, I have to find the slope, find the y-intercept, and then I can write the equation. I always find the slope first. This time I've got 6 minus negative 5 over negative 16 minus 6. Minus negative becomes plus positive. 6 plus 5 is 11. Negative 16 minus 6 is negative 22. 11 over negative 22 reduces to negative 1/2. So m is negative 1/2. My model is y equals mx plus b. I'll use the first point this time. Doesn't matter which one. Y is negative 5. M is negative 1/2. X is 6. I bring down the plus b. Negative 1/2 times 6 is negative 3. Negative 5 equals negative 3 plus b. Add 3 to both sides. And I get b is equal to negative 2. Now I've got the slope, I've got b, and I can write the equation. Y equals negative 1/2 x minus 2. All right, the rest are for you to do. Here's your U-tries. Put your answers into the knowledge check in Vision and bring your questions to class.